As you can see here, we have problem 4 from the Module 3 homework assignment. It's a basic find the mean, median, and mode for data. The issue here is that there's a lot of data, so you might know exactly what to do but make some sort of calculation or input error. I'm going to show you how you can eliminate those errors by using the built-in program. Notice this window within a window. Maybe you've seen or used this button before. But it will copy the data over for you if you click on this icon and select Open in StatCrunch. It will copy the data over from the homework problem. So notice that we have here tap water A, bottled water A, tap water B, bottled water B. And these line up exactly with the data. So you don't have to worry about making any errors. Now I'm not actually going to do this homework problem, but I'm going to do the next best thing, which is I'm going to show you how to answer the textbook problem that the homework problem is based on by clicking the StatCrunch button. And again, this is exactly like the homework problem. Again, we have data for tapped water, and here we have data for bottled water. If you click on the StatCrunch button, it works just like in the homework. It's going to copy the data over into StatCrunch for you. So again, we want to find the mean, median, and mode. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Usually the toughest thing is just making sure you copy over the data correctly, but we don't have to worry about that. The program does that for us. So if I want to find the mean, median, and mode of the tap water or the bottled water, I'm going to go to Stat. You click on the Stat button, and you go down to Summary Stats. Now notice it's going to ask you, do you want to look at columns, rows, correlation, covariance? We'll get to that later in Module 4. But notice how our data is listed in columns here. Since our data is listed up and down in columns instead of rows, we click Stat, Summary Stats, and we want to compute the stats for a particular column. So we select columns. Now you have your options. Do you want to compute for tapped or bottled column? Well, let's go with the tapped column to start off. Now what do we want to compute? Well, we want to compute mean, median, and mode. So I'm going to go down here under statistics and select mean. But I also want mode. Mean, median, and mode. I also want, okay, so right now I'm going to calculate the mean, but I also want median, so I click median. Notice here's the problem. It switched from median to mode. But I want to calculate the mean and the median and the mode. So to select multiple statistics, you want to hold down the control button. So I select mean, and now I'm holding the control button on my keyboard, and I go down to median. Now it adds median, notice, and I'm still holding the control button. I click down further and find mode. Last one. Now I have my mean, median, and mode selected. The last button, the last step, is simply to click Compute. And there you go. The mean of the tap water is 7.5. The median of the tap water is 7.485. And the mode of the tap water is 7.47. Now, right now this is nice because it eliminates input error. But believe me, it's going to be absolutely crucial to use StatCrunch in Module 4 when we cover heavy, complicated computations. Also, keep StatCrunch in mind a couple problems down the road where you have to do stuff like standard deviation. That's a little bit of a nastier computation. But again, you can just use StatCrunch. Stat, summary stats, columns, tap water, and notice that you can select standard deviation. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just letting you know what a godsend this program is. So just keep it in mind.